World Championships. Race to 5, referee in charge is Michaela Tab. It's time to meet the players. Firstly, would you please welcome home from Chinese Taipei, it's Ching Chung Yong. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome from the Philippines, Rodolfo Luat.
Now let's hand things over to our match commentators, Nick Holling and Bob Guerrero.
Yes, thanks very much indeed. Well, all the favourites seem to be going down at the moment, don't they? 3 world champions have been up, 3 have lost. I suppose the favourite in this one is the man who hasn't been the world champion, but is the world champion in waiting for many people, Yang Chin-shun. Just seated there. He doesn't have an easy match here against Rodolfo Luat, but Bob Guerrero, my colleague with me, Bob, will just take a look at his numbers. The 27-year-old right-hander who's done so well throughout Asia and indeed the world, and you've always said it, Bob, this is the best player not yet to win the world championship.
Can't disagree with that, but he's going to come up with a dogfight here against Rodolfo Luat, and this will be a grudge match of sorts because these two met in the semifinal last week in the Philippine International Open, and they're age 47. Those are his accomplishments. He's also won an unsanctioned World 8-Ball Championship earlier in his career. But these two met just last week in the Philippine International Open in the semifinals, and Yang was victorious there. So Luat will definitely be out to get some revenge against Yang Ching-shun.
Thank you. Race to 5 racks. First rack, Luat to break.
Well, the format the same, race to 5, alternate break. Rodolfo Luat won the lag, so he gets this crucial first break.
Very interesting that Rodolfo Luat electing to break from the right side of the table, whereas everybody else was breaking from the left, but he comes up with a productive opening shot here, and a good start for him.
He's the first player to break from the left, I think, that we've seen this tournament. Everybody else is heading for the right side. Yeah,
but the corner ball went straight down, so he obviously knows what he's doing. Now it looks like he's just going to play some kind of a stop ball here on this 2. Or don't be surprised if he rolls it just a bit. Take the white forward. Just a bit there. Now he's taken the 9 out of the equation off this 4. That shot there, what is known as a stun run through. Now he's just going to hit this forward. Take the 5 to one of the upper pockets.
Nicely played. I think if he nails this one, he'll have more or less done all the hard work in this opening rack. So much of a 9-ball rack comes from the break. If you've got everything sorted out as Rodolfo Luat had here, you control the table, you keep your opponent firmly in his chair. If it's someone like Yang, that's exactly where you want to keep him anyway. Hello. Ooh.
Wow. Looks like that white ball almost took a seat there, Nick. He's very lucky that he didn't scratch there.
I don't think he wanted to play that one off both jaws, did he? He got very fortunate.
Yeah, he wanted that white ball perhaps to follow a bit more and to strike the right side cushion above that jaw. It's a bit of good fortune there for Rodolfo Luat, who has been a quarter finalist at the World Pool Championship year 2000.
Hello, he's near the jaws again, and this time he does scratch. Well, he was given his warning and he didn't heed it.
Don't think he'll be making the quarterfinals if he comes up with shots like this. This is a bizarre shot from Luat. All he had to do was follow this one. It looked like he stunned it a bit instead of following it. There's no reason whatsoever that that white ball should have been anywhere near that pocket.
So it means Yang can come in and pick the pocket of Rodolfo Luat. bizarre rack indeed from the man from the Philippines. And it means that Yang can pick his pocket and break for 2-0, which is what we'll be seeing when we get back.
2005 Kaohsiung World Pool Championship is brought to you by Kaohsiung City. Major League Baseball is here. The 2005 season is set to be as dynamic as ever. Don't miss 1 second of the game. Major League Baseball, live only on ESPN.
So why should people watch SportsCenter?
Well, go on. We only have 20 seconds to say this.
Or to watch us, of course.
Our SportsCenter team draws on worldwide resources to bring you the latest highlights,
Action.
Results?
analysis of all the global sports. SportsCenter, only on ESPN.
Millions of fans will line the routes of France as Lance Armstrong aims for an unprecedented 7th consecutive Tour victory. All eyes will be on the field wondering who will have what it takes to become the next cycling great. The 2005 Tour de France marks the end of a great era and the dawn of another. Sunday on ESPN. For a summary of all the action from international to regional rugby, there's only one place to go. The Rugby Show, only on Star Sports. With new cars and new drivers and new rules, you have to be there when the engines are warming up and the race begins. Race Day, Sunday on ESPN. Race Day is presented by Toyota. In association with Mobile One, the power to perform.
Welcome back. We're enjoying day one's play here at the World Pool Championship in Kaohsiung, Chinese Taipei. A round-robin match, Ching Chung Yong against Rodolfo Luat. It's race to 5. Yang just checking the rack, make sure he's happy. And he too is breaking from this side of the table as well, so that's interesting, isn't it? The first 3 matches that we've seen, everybody breaks from the right, but both players in this one have elected to break from the left. And he misses the wing ball. Does he get anything else? Yes. The one has gone in one of the middle pockets.
Yang fortunate to get the one into the side pocket off a kiss. You're going to see it there at the bottom of your screen, get knocked in by the black 8. He's got a bit of a tester though coming up on the blue 2. A little bit of action on the 9. It was like that in the first rack. But here's a bit of a gut check shot. Good thing for him is that he doesn't have to worry about position onto the red 3.
Oh, and he's missed it badly as well. But
Yeah.
has he got a second prize out of it? Yes, he has.
He's got the second and third prize all rolled into one there.
Somebody thought they might applaud that, but
Yeah.
there was nothing to applaud. That's a complete fluke.
Yeah, Yang kind of stood up on that shot, kind of snatched at it. And Luat will have to use his kicking prowess here to get a good result.
Where's this all going to end up? Oh, that's a nice little kick out of the jaw there, or is it? I think that blue's going to slide, you know.
This is nice for Yang.
We've seen a bit of nerves all round, aren't we, today? We've seen some strange misses from some high-class players. Is it big stage nerves, do you think?
Well, whenever matches are played on this set, when it's World Championship time, you just expect to see these kind of nerves even from the best players in the world because they know what's at stake. Even though it's day one, Nick, these players want to pile up those wins, those matches early on to assure themselves of a trip to the knockout stages when Tuesday rolls up. So Yang now very straight on this pink 4. But the 5 is over the pocket, so this looks to be an elementary rack for him. Just want to talk about, Nick, you and I did the San Miguel Asian Tour earlier this year, and Yang, of course, won the, shall we say, the Order of Merit for that tour. He made 3 finals, won 1 title, and he also, in the only tour stuff where he didn't reach the final, he reached the semi-final. So he's full of confidence, especially since he won in Manila last week. Got a little bit lucky there with the kiss off the round 7, but he's not going to mind. He's in great shape to take a 2-0 lead.
He's a very steady player, isn't he, Bob? You know, I've watched him a lot over the last couple of years. Well, you've watched him for longer than that as well. And no great highs and lows with this man. He doesn't go into any huge slumps or anything like that, which I think is the mark of a great player. He very rarely brings a bad game. And he's nailed the 9-ball for a 2-0 lead. Despite that early miss, he got lucky with the fluke safety off the back of it. And rode his luck to a 2-rack lead, and in a race to 5, that's big. So, Rodolfo Luat will come up now for the start of rack 3. And let's hope he's settled his nerves a little bit. The one thing all pool players need, or any sportsman in any sport needs really, is a short memory. When things go wrong, forget all about it. He's missed the wing ball, and is he going to go dry?
Yeah, you could see the corner ball there. Nowhere near that lower right corner pocket, and he has a shot on the 1.
Yeah, I think he's left out.
Yang does. So Luat reluctantly takes a seat. And just to pick on up what you were saying, Nick, about Yang being so consistent, I think one of the reasons why he's such a steady player, his technique is so sound, and his mentality also, his temperament. And of course he has a great break, and I'm sure you've seen this many times, Nick. Absolutely sensational jump shot.
He is a joy to watch, isn't he? He's got to be the best jumper in the world, and there are many good jumpers, most of them from Chinese Taipei, it seems, as well. But when this fella gets his jump cue out, the excitement level will just shoot up.
Yes, but back to the matters on the table. He's overrun position on this blue 2 just a bit. Wanted to be a lot straighter. So this white is going to run all around the table for position onto the red 3. Oh, I think he's missed it.
Yeah, well. History repeats itself, wasn't it? The 2 into that pocket that he missed in the second rack.
Yeah. He's got a leprechaun over that pocket there. So Rodolfo Luat gets a reprieve. He hit this one very thick. That wasn't even close. And of course we've got the tighter pockets here, but I think even with the looser pockets, that one wasn't going to go down. Luat with a chance here to let his stroke out. He's just going to hit this very softly to keep that white near the side pocket. Clever use of a drag shot there with right hand spin to keep the white towards the middle of the table for a bigger landing area on the pink 4. This man is nicknamed Boy Samson by Filipino fans. He's known for
Boy Samson?
Yes,
he's 47 years old. That's an old boy.
In the Philippines, you got 80-year-old people named Boy, so that's the way it is.
Well, Yang's nickname is Son of Pool.
And I don't know if he hit this one hard enough. I think
Samson needed a bit more strength on that shot.
He needed to nudge that pillar just a little bit more. But I think he's got enough shot a good look here on the green 6. Just going to take this up table, probably off one rail. Oh, he's going to take it off a second rail. Yeah, the second rail gave him excellent angle no matter what the speed was on the brown 7. It looks like Mr. Luat is going to get on the board, and that was a big miss there by Yang, because instead of being 3-1 up, looks like he's just going to be up 2-1.
Yes, you would have put your money on it, wouldn't you? 2-0 up and breaking. You'd have thought Yang would have been in the box seat, but a miss on the 2. An uncharacteristic miss at a bad one, as Bob said. He missed it by a mile. It wasn't one of those that just bounced around the jaws and wouldn't drop. And Luat doing the smart thing, taking full advantage, although even that one wasn't exactly the most convincing pot you've ever seen either, but it's enough for Rodolfo Luat. He is on the board.
Ilha Formosa. So vibrant, so beautiful, so Asian. Taiwan, beyond your expectations. The contest of hitting a ball into a small hole is believed to have been an ancient pastime, played along the shores of the Scottish coast. Get back to an era steeped in tradition and heritage. The oldest and the most prestigious golfing tournament in the world. The Open Championship starts 14th July, live on ESPN. The Open Championship is presented by Rolex. The road to the checkered flag is fraught with obstacles to overcome. Find out how the race was won in Checkered Flag, Sunday on ESPN.
If you like Formula One, then you'll love Mobile One Fantasy GP. Log on to ESPNstar.com and you could be on your way to watch an F1 race. What's more, it's free to play. Register with ESPNstar.com. Pick 3 drivers and 3 constructors and guide your team to success. There are great prizes up for grabs each stage of the Mobile One Fantasy GP, courtesy of Mobile One. Get into the circuit now with the Mobile One Fantasy GP.
Welcome back to Kaohsiung, day 1 of the World 9-Ball Pool Championship. Live here on ESPN.
Yang's break, leading by 2 racks to 1.
And we're enjoying a match between Yang Ching Chung and Rodolfo Luat, a Group 2 qualifying match here on day 1 of the championship. Recording with Bob Guerrero, enjoying the action and seeing some uncharacteristic sloppiness from both players so far. Let's see if they settle down here. Yang breaking. The wing ball goes this time for Yang, and he's got the 8 over the jaws as well, and I think he can just about see a combination there off the cushion, perhaps, off the rail, perhaps.
Look at that black 8 rattle in the jaws, Nick. I think with the looser pockets, that 8 definitely would have gone down. Instead, it stays up. And Yang is going to take now a pretty fancy shot here. Rail first 1-8 combination. This needs to be struck cleanly.
Just like that. Does he get the follow-up what he wants as well? I think he'll take that. You see, that's the difference, Bob, isn't it? I could see that was the shot, but never in 20 attempts would I have made it.
25, 30, 20,
All right, all right.
A little bit of coaching, perhaps.
Well, not from you.
Playing this one well. The only problem ball here, perhaps, would be the green 6. But if the green 6 goes into that side pocket on the bottom part of your screen, then Yang's troubles will be behind him. Ching Chung, of course, reached the semi-final stage in 2002 in the World Championship when he lost to Francisco Bustamante in a thrilling match that many pool aficionados believe is the finest live televised match ever in this game's history. He lost to Bustamante 11-7, but both players hardly making a mistake. But that's all in the past now, because here we are 3 years later, and Yang definitely one of the favorites to get his hands on that trophy when the dust settles.
Something that surprised me, Bob, I saw one bookmaker listed him as no higher than 6th favourite. I'd have thought he was a bit higher than that. Playing in his hometown, it's got to give him a big advantage. And in the kind of form that you were talking about earlier, very consistent on the San Miguel Asian 9-ball tour, and then winning in Manila last week as well.
There are a lot of players anywhere in the world who can do the shots that Yang does, but it's his consistency that really sets him apart. Now, the 6 does not appear to go into the side pocket from this angle, so he's going to have to take this all the way down to the upper corner pocket. If it doesn't go. Sometimes, you know, from this angle it looks like it doesn't go, but then it does.
Sometimes the only angle you can take is right down the barrel of that cue.
We've been fooled before.
Well, that's as good as we're going to get. Is it going to go? No was the answer, so it goes the long way instead. And this for 3-1. That was the kind of steady, confident, assured rack we've come to expect from Yang Ching Chung over the years. And he keeps his grip very firmly on this match. Well, the interesting thing for me, Bob, is that we've seen in the previous 3 matches players breaking from the right-hand side and getting those wing balls or corner balls down very, very regularly. These two fellas breaking from the left side and not getting the corner balls with the same degree of regularity.
Till about 3 racks to 1.
Yes, but most right-handed players prefer to break from this side of the table, the right side of the screen.
This time the corner ball does go.
Yeah. Is he going to have a shot on the 1? Looks like it. That's the good news, Nick. But look at
there is some bad news, yes.
Family reunion on the top of your screen. 2, 4, and 6 are getting together. Look at that. And Luat already with that cluster. Now there's a bit less action on the 9. Now if he was a bit straight on this 2, Nick, he could load that 1 up with all sorts of, load the cue up with all sorts of top left English, and then break up this cluster on your screen here. I don't know if he has the angle now. If not, he's going to have to play some kind of combination. Let's see if he's, take this white. He's going to try to peel that 2 away, is he? Wow, that's very unlucky. If he could have bumped into that 2 a little bit harder, perhaps he would have gotten separation and a chance to make the 2 in the opposite corner pocket. Look at the spin. That's the top left spin that I was talking about. But he hit it a little bit full and a little bit weak. Now it looks like he's going to have to run for the hills. Maybe he can just catch a piece of this 2, send the white to the bottom of the table. That is the option that I can see now.
There's a lot of different scenarios here for Rodolfo, and a lot of them look bad. There's not an easy shot to be made here, either going for it or safety. It's a lot of bad things can happen off the back of this next shot.
That awkward queuing over those two balls as well. So there's the option. That was the only option that I could see. He's taken it.
He's not got the cover behind the 9 either.
Yeah, he's not got the cover. Now Yang can see this too, and if Yang is really feeling adventurous, he could take this white off the 2 into the 4. The 4 takes the 6 down. That is the aggressive play. Let's see if he takes it on.
He did, and it's dropped. And he got the 2 as well. What a shot.
He played that as a two-way shot, Nick. Either he makes the 2, he makes the 6, or in that eventuality, he makes both. And Yang can't believe that he's this short on this 6. On this 5, he wanted to be at least 3 inches higher. Not yet over.
Yes, follows up an absolutely superb shot with a very mediocre one by his standards, so he's got to do some digging.
That's very well played. That's about all he could ask for. But Yang, he's still not comfortable because he's got to spank this ball and take the white to the right of the table to take the 9 lower left. And Luat knows that he's a bit unlucky in that rack. He broke well, but wasn't left with an easy situation.
Yes, very well played. That two-way shot, really the feature shot of that rack. The 2 in one pocket, the 6 in another, both of them just having the legs, and it's 3-1. So 4-1, Yang leading Luat. I took a rack off him.
Yes,
My apologies, Yang.
And Yang will be breaking too, so this could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, it can go quickly, can't it, when it's a race to 5?
Yang to break, leading by 4 racks to 1.
There's confirmation from Michaela Tabb. 4-1. So a good break here. And I think this one will be over. Where's that one going to go? He's got that cue ball not where he wants it at all, and there is a whole world between cue ball and object ball here.
Yang, a powerful break, but perhaps not optimum control on the white, and he's punished for that. No shot on the 1. He's called for a push out. Now, what he's done basically is when you push out, you can put the white ball anywhere you want to. Your opponent can either take the shot or pass it back. It's only done on the shot after the break, and when you're pushing out with the lowest numbered ball so near a pocket, it's very hard to push out. So Yang is just pushed out to another snooker, and Luat doesn't want to have anything to do with this shot. Yang's going to have to take it again. See if he can come up with a good save here.
Oh dear. No, he doesn't. So ball in hand for Luat, and the way those balls are positioned on the table, Rodolfo really in a terrific position here to just clean up.
It looks like Yang was actually trying to perhaps pocket that ball, just pin the 1 into that corner pocket, but a very low percentage shot. It does not pan out, and Luat is back in business.
I guess the kind of shot you make when you're 4-1 up and you think, well, let's give it a go. Maybe if you'd been 4-all, he'd have tried a different strategy.
Yeah, because the push out was so tough. When you've got the 1 ball so close to the pocket, I mean, where do you push out? So he pushed out to another snooker, and perhaps he was better off trying to kick into a safe position there, but not a lot of attractive options. And Luat, this match far from over. If he gets to within 4-2 here, he'll be breaking the next rack. Who knows, he could get to 4-3.
Well, isn't this exactly what happened in the first match we saw today? Alex Pagulayan looked comfortable at 4-1. Rico Dix came back to win 5-4. It's never over, is it, till that 9 drops to give you your 5th rack.
Yeah, and Luat's overrun position here on the 6. He's going to have to go back and forth. And he's recovered nicely, but he doesn't want to be... No, it's okay to be straight, actually, because of where the 8 is. So, Luat back in charge. Luat is here by virtue of his top 16 place in last year's World Pool Championship. It's pulled within 2.
It's all off the miss from Yang. Polite applause. It was no more than that. This is very much a pro-Yang crowd. So 4-2, not over, especially not with Luat coming up to break here. There's a lot of power from his cueing action. He's not a particularly smooth or fluid
Flashes, please.
pool player.
Thank you, rack 7. Luat to break, trailing by 4 racks to 2.
Well, Luat is known to be a big breaker. Let's see if he uncoils one here. Medium speed break, but good control of the white. But look at where the blue 2 is going, and once again he is unlucky a bit here not to have anything easier on the lowest numbered ball.
It's interesting to see to the right of screen there. Look how the 9 and the 4 have been melded together as well. That's another little headache for one of these two players to solve. A couple of shots down the road.
But we did see I think it was the 4 ball spinning near the 9. That would indicate that there is some daylight between the 9 and the 4. So the first order of business here for Luat, he must be feeling so unlucky. For the second straight time, he's come up with a solid break, made a ball, but does not have a straightforward shot on the lowest numbered ball. Perhaps he can thin this 2, take the white back to where it is, and hide the 2 behind the 8.
Oh, he didn't need that kiss on the brown, did he? Oh dear.
He really did not. Yang Ching-shun is going to pick up the pieces of this rack. Crucial shot here. He needs a good position onto the red 3. Well, that's just about perfect. He just has to trundle this white forward there. He's pointing at the spot, and he'll have perfect position on the pink 4. And Yang looks very much the favorite to take this match.
Yes, if the pink 4 clears here, it certainly looks like Yang's got excellent position on that. Then it'll be join up the dots time.
Gets a good angle onto the green 6. Just needs to be right side off this green 6 onto the brown 7. That's just about perfect. Yang Ching-shun sending an early message to the other 127 players in this event that perhaps the road to the final is going to go through me.
It's early days. It's the first morning of 9 days of play. But as Bob says, You're looking at one of the favourites here, and that's why. Yang Ching Chung. A couple of minor little hiccups by his very high standards, but he wasn't troubled by Rodolfo Luat. That could have been a testing match. Instead, the man from Kaohsiung has progressed comfortably. 5-2, he is through. We'll have more action to come in just a couple of moments. Don't go anywhere.